I actually didn't even tell anyone that I was starting to shoot until I started competing and sending them scores. When you're doing the 10-meter air rifle shooting, it's more of working on focus, control, feeling your body. You're focusing on your breathing. I walked into the range today, day one, and I was like, I'll join the competition tomorrow. I don't care what scores I get, as long as I just. And my first scores was 396. I didn't know how much the sport is very expensive. Sorry, that's emotional.
That's okay.
It's very interesting how I started thinking about doing sports shooting. So when I came on a long vacation to Kenya, at that time, I was fresh from my knee surgery, completely not working. I think after a couple of months, I was able to walk. I wasn't walking just after the surgery. And then a few months of recovery, I decided to come back to Kenya for a long, long vacation because at that time now I'm no longer in full-time job. So I came to Kenya for a long vacation to relax, heal. It was a healing process for me, post-military journey. And it wasn't just my knee surgery. I have, I still do have chronic sciatica, which is a nerve problem, a nerve that's on your buttocks that goes all the way down to your leg. Um, I was dealing with that, anxiety and from the military, there's post-traumatic disorder, PTSD, which is trauma. Having worked in a combat zone where you see, very injured soldiers, even dead ones, um, that needed some recovery. So it was a healing journey for me. And when you're not in your active phase, I'm like, okay, when I recover, when I heal, now that I'm out of the military, what am I going to do with my next phase of career? So I needed to find something that is very meaningful to me, something that is purposeful, and I like to impact generations. So I decided to start shooting. But it took me another whole year before I started the process. While I was in that healing journey, and I consider my shooting career a continuation of my healing journey because some of the reasons that I also chose to do the sport, um, if you look at shooting, it's almost as much as it's intense, it's like intense calmness, intense relaxation. Relaxation actually takes work. So, calmness, relaxation, breathing control, focus, discipline, safety. You see, that's also like healing for me in a aspect of shooting. Um, it took a year before I actively joined the club, and now I'm 7 months in actively shooting. I actually didn't even tell anyone that I was starting to shoot until I started competing and sending them scores. Um, they've seen me do active live fire shooting, not really watching me, but they know I've done that in the military. So it wasn't something so new for them. Um, but they all know once we start doing something, we go for it. Yeah, so they're cheering me on. No, actually, that's a great question. When you're doing the 10-meter air rifle shooting, it's more of working on focus, control, feeling your body. You're focusing on your breathing. Or I go to a happy place. I have had moments where I'm praying when I'm shooting, I'm memorizing Bible verses which help calm me down because you really get nervous. And you've seen me at the range. You don't have to move an inch when you're shooting. So yeah, I focus on calmness, relaxation, precision, and accuracy. Never doubted, never. I don't have a doubt at all because it took me time to decide this is what I'm going to do. I'm passionate about it. I am determined and I'm very driven. My choice to do air rifle shooting is very personal because of the purpose that I have with this sport. I also wanted to do something for my country, for Kenya, and 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 this is it. Whew, it's been beautiful. So I walked into the range on July 12th, 2025, day one, and my coach was like, "Try this pistol," and then I shot a few pistol shots, which was okay, and then I held the rifle, and I told the coach, "I'm doing the rifle," because naturally, that's I'm naturally good with a rifle, and uh, and it's a more expensive sport, a more challenging sport as well. And I like challenging things and tough things. So I chose the air rifle shooting. So, like I said, I walked into the range today, which was a Friday. And apparently, every month there's competitions, local league matches. I walked into the range today, day one, and I was like, I'll join the competition tomorrow. I don't care what scores I get, as long as I just. And my first scores was 396. So that was the second day of holding the air rifle. I continued training for the next month. I came up to 420. And then the next month, I came up to 496. And then the next month, I came to 501. And then the next month, I came to 528. And I've been ranging there. And the reason I've been around those scores is because I don't have the attires to shoot. I don't have the shoes for shooting. I don't have the pants, the suit, and I'm using the standard gun that's available at the club, which I'm very thankful to have that. Yeah, so I'm enjoying the technique learning process and also just using what I have as I now work on raising funds to get my gear. It means that if I put in the work, if I put in the effort, if I get the right gear and the equipments needed for the sport, I'll get to the top. And to the top, it means getting into the ISSF rankings, going out for the international competitions, which is in dire need right now over the next 2, 3 months, yes. All right, training week for me doesn't just involve, you know, the the air rifle shooting. I also have to incorporate, cardio, strength training, swimming, overall full body training. So most of the time I'd go to the field, I either do a 1 hour walk or an hour run or even a 5K run. Sometimes I go swimming and then shoot in the afternoon with a rest in between. I could take a nap for like an hour and then I go shooting. Or vice versa, I go to the range first at 10:30 in the morning. After that, that's when I can go to the gym or go for a run or a swim. Now with the shooting, I try to do intervals every other day. That's because of the financial aspect. You have to pay the range fees. You have to buy your pellets. You have to buy your targets, which is expensive. So um, I'm not able to put in a lot of hours right now or days because of the financial budgeting. But I'm still grateful for the days I'm able to go to the range. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. It's because I'm committed and I'm sacrificing to pay out of pocket as much as I can because I have a bigger dream. So you have to invest. You have to invest. And now this is the time where I'm going to be reaching out for help because I didn't know how much the sport is very expensive. So when it comes to shooting, of course, technique is like 80%. There's the 20% mental aspect, like you had my coach talking about the psychological aspect of training. Um, Having a standard weapon and having a weapon that you can adjust, tailor it to your needs, to your height, to your position. The one I have, I can't adjust it, to how I'm shooting. If I get a rifle that I can adjust all that and change or improve the equipment used, it's going to help with my technique and also improve my performance score. So yes, I need to get a gun that is adjustable, that you can add other extras that comes with the accessories for shooting, and I'm lacking that. Yeah.
Tell us more about the gear.
Yes. For the air rifle shooters, it's different from the pistol. The pistol guys just need pistol shoes and some, comfortable pants and t-shirt, for example. But for the air rifle, which is the more expensive one, you must have certain shoes. That is the rifle shooting shoes. There's pants, there's jacket, and there's also inner tights that comes with all that. So I don't have that. I'm shooting without my suit right now, without my shoes. But I'm enjoying the process, learning the techniques, so that when I get my gear, I should be able to jump scores up. When you talk about the equipments and the gear, I believe that should involve also my membership fee to the range. That means I can go to the range more, I can put in more hours in my training, and having my own rifle that is adjustable to me, having gear that is fitted, because you have to get fitted to your body. That's also going to help with the 20% mental aspect of training. Like, I have gear tailored to me. I can focus more. I can perform more. I can be more accurate, and I can increase my precision. Yeah. And definitely the scores are going to go up. If I'm improving right now, it means with more gear, with the right gear, with the right equipment, with more access to the range fees, and also the drive that I have and the passion, I'm definitely going to make it. I believe in myself and I believe in my team, yeah, and in my coach. It's such a big dream, you know, and the time crunch is also here. I don't have too much time, so I have to keep rolling. What it means to me is a dream come true, a vision in place, and also making it to LA. It's one of my mission, a mission to inspire other generations, younger generations, and not just the younger generation, even people around my age, because it's a sport that even older folks are shooting. So I want to inspire many generations. I want to inspire people to try a sport that is not diversified. And I want to inspire even the women. I know we all assume a lot of men. Actually, the percentage of men in the sport is very high. So women too can shoot. So I want to inspire. And I want to make Kenya proud. Those are my two priorities and purpose of shooting this sport. I must get my gear, especially within the next 2 to 3 months. I should be fully kitted. This way, I can perform, I can go compete internationally, which is going to put me on the ISSF ranking, as well as now I can start getting points that contribute towards LA competition, yes. So I have to train very hard as well, put in more hours. As you've heard that I'm already sacrificing, I'm already showing commitment. The sport is very expensive, and so far for 7 months paying out of pocket has been really challenging, but that shows the determination that I have. And that means you can also bet on me. I have shown commitment, I have shown financial sacrifice and commitment into the sport. So any other support to me will really ease that burden on me and allow me to focus more on better performance to the sport. If you look at my track history, my work ethic, how much I've given back to the community for so many years, phew. Sorry, that's emotional.
That's okay.
Sorry, that's.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Um, I've grown up to be the one giving, giving, giving. It's even hard for me to like ask for help, you know. Um, and I love giving. You know, I've given so much to the community, to my family, to my friends. You know, when you're always the one giving, people still expect to take. Um, so I've never been on the end to be asking, you know. Um, but yeah, so I guess it's time that I'm asking for support as well. Yeah. I believe the fundraising and the support will come because, you know, I've put the deeds in the bank. So I believe I will reap what I've sown. And that means that I will be very motivated to um, work very hard and also make proud the people that are championing for me. And you can bet on me. I'm a very hard worker. If you look at my track history, my work ethic, I always go the extra mile. And I'm willing to go day in, day out for this to make these dreams come true. We have a website that we're going to share as well. And currently we have a paybill account. The paybill is 30 30 30 303030, and the account number is Q76D and the hash, and then you can contribute. It's going to say Mercy Koech. Yeah. So currently, I am appealing for support as we are fundraising for a budget this year up to 10 million. And all this, the budget goes into equipment, which is in dire need within the next 2 months. There's coaching fees, there's membership fees for the range. I have to attend competitions internationally. I have to train really hard. I have to pay my coach. I have a team that supports me. So I'm appealing to individuals, organization, and also the government to help and chip in so that I can accomplish these dreams to LA 2028. Currently, I have done one postal match shoot. There's a second portion of it and a final competition part. And this is to allow us to go to the UK for some training and more competition. However, if I'm not kitted in the next 2 months, I won't be able to continue with that competition because I don't have gear. I'm performing really well, and as soon as I get my gear, my scores are going to jump up, and I'll be able to make it to that trip to the UK. There's also other international competitions that are in line on the calendar. Without gear over the next 2 to 3 months, I won't be able to attend those competitions. So I am appealing for support. An immediate 3 million would get me fully geared up, and I would be able to participate in these international competitions. This gives me exposure, more training with my coach, and more performance in terms of my scores. And competing internationally also allows me to garner points that contribute towards going to LA 2028. So my motivation is to be the first Kenyan in the 10-meter air rifle shooting to make it to the Olympics. We've been trying, but this hasn't happened yet. So for the 10-meter air rifle, my dream and my vision and my purpose is to make it to LA 2028, to be that first Kenyan female and first Kenyan in the 10-meter air rifle to make it to LA. So I'm really, really appealing to anyone, to individuals, to companies, organizations, and definitely the government as well, to join in supporting this big dream. I desire to make Kenya proud. I'm putting in the work currently, myself, my team, my coach, and yes, I need a huge support to make this dream come true. First, I would like to say thank you to my team, my coach, my manager, my management team, all my fans who are supporting me, my family and friends. Your support will mean the world to me because my vision is bigger than myself. As I continue playing the sports, we're all going to continue learning about the sports, sharing information about the sport. We actually welcome people to come out and try the sport, learn about the sport. Let's inspire each other. Shooting not only focuses on safety and responsibility, I'm also learning character development in discipline in life as well. Myself and my team, we're available, would love to make tours, visit different schools, inspire, talk about the sport, talk about my journey, and enlighten anyone that is not aware of the sport on how they can join, how they can start early. Because I've learned lessons along the way. If I knew about the budgeting, the expense, the planning, everything that takes account into the sport, I would have been better prepared. So I would love to help another person prepare better than I did. And so you can reach out to myself and our team, and we'll respond to you. I would really, really like to thank my amazing team, a team that I can't do without right now. I'd like to thank my coach, my family and friends, and every individual that is going to come on board to support this big dream to LA 2028 and onwards. I'd like to thank you and welcome. I promise I'll make you proud and make our country proud. Thank you.